Help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to take the stage in front of their loyal fans. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, it seems like it will be a great fit for Ben Simmons on the Nets. There's plenty of scoring around him so he can focus on what he does best, setting up his teammates and defending. He said, "I take pride in it. There's only one ball. If I'm able to get stops and give guys a hard time, then we'll be able to get further." Kevin?
First team all defense. All right, DA, thanks as always. And Doris, the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. He's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Watanabe. Here's Claxton. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Adams. The 19-foot shot. Brooks misses.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
The Grizzlies on offense. 4-point game. Back to Morant. From 12 feet out. He's off on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Bane with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Boy, you think about it, that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously, injuries played a part. The trade, the big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
Despite the Nets' shifting lineup scores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Goes up with a stripe. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Bane, no good. Nets leading by 6. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Adams.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Grant. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And it's Thibault in the corner. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Brooklyn on defense. Pass to Bane. Back to Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And so Jones nails both of them. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Simmons, and he goes right over Tyus Jones and slams it down.
Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now, don't hurt him, Ben.
And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Pass to Bane. Kennard against Thomas. Shot clock at 6. It's sent back down by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jones, the pass to Kennard. And here is Bane. And Jones now atop the key. Thomas against Kennard. Here's Bane. Aldama. It's good on the putback.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Simmons dishes to Thomas. The offensive rebound. And Simmons slams it in.
When you're 6'11" and have that kind of athleticism, get to the backboards. Well done, Ben Simmons.
Bane, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Kennard is out there with Morant, and it's Clark in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And it's in there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Clark kicks to Morant. Here's the floater. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 12. Outside, Simmons takes it inside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Simmons got 16. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And so here's Memphis, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Here's Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
Jones checked in for Kennard.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Brooks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Jones. Shoots over Curry. Off the left rim and out.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Claxton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Claxton's got 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Jones the pass to Morant. Here's Brooks. 17 points in his last outing. To the inside. Here's Adams, hits the jump hook.
Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bain comes in for Brooks. Noel's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Joe Harris. Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Nets. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
1:36 left in the first half. Passes it to Finney-Smith to the paint. And that one's good. Noel. And the Nets lead by 20.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now the pass to Adams. Jones kicks to Bain. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And good that time. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Tillman's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Bain for 3. And that comes off the assist by Joe. Bain's got 5.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Curry. Pass to Thibault from downtown. Launches a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant looking around. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Here's Curry, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Brooklyn out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. And we just got to keep being aggressive defensively and be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Thomas is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Johnson. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Watanabe in at the 4 slot.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim. Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Boy, I tell you, you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score, draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
He can't hit that time. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks, left side, to the middle. Shot from 6. Bane, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Harris subbed in for Cameron Johnson. Now here's Brooks. No points in the game yet for him. He kicks it to Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Here's Claxton. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. Right side, Bane. Back to Morant. The shot. And another basket for Memphis.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Nets leading by 19. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Clark. Claxton the pass to Simmons. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Playing in the 2-man game, Ben Simmons has the vision to put it on time and on target.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. And it's Morant missing. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Simmons passes to Watanabe. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Inside, Morant with the steal. Poked away. Down low. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his first bucket of the night.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Timeout called, the Nets. Both teams will make substitutions. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Ben Simmons, a guy who combines size and skill, and he's percolating.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Jones, the pass to Brooks. Back to Jones. Here's Tillman. Brooks outside. No good from 18. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this 2nd half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And that one drops.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Here's Harris. Back to Simmons. Over Jones. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Harris. And that's now 25 points for Ben Simmons. There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. That's tipped. Jones, the pass to Bane. And Memphis with another turnover here. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in.
Luke Kennard.
Net shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 27.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Bane looking around. Can they get it? And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Jones is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Concho. Back to Jones. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 6 rebounds in the game. And Curry has it in the corner. The Nets working the ball around now. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Thibault can't get it to go. And for Memphis, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. To the middle, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Thomas kicks to Simmons. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Simmons got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Thomas has it in the corner. And the 3 off target. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Kennard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
First personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
To the inside. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thomas.
I love it whenever Seth Curry decides to go inside. This guy has the potential to be a dangerous scorer from that area.
Here's Conchar. Shoots. Here's Clark. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. They're just always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list.
Guys, if Ben Simmons can start to make these free throws, I think it opens up a world of opportunity. You don't have to duck the basketball late in game, and if you make a 15-foot jump shot, now you're a real threat.
Here's Conchar. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Tillman. From deep three-point range, and it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harris finds Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Here's Conchar. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The Grizzlies with another miss. Brooklyn in control. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. O'Neal dishes to Simmons. Pass to Finney Smith. And here's Harris from the arc. The shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Over in the corner, Williams. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
O'Neal kicks to Simmons. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they double up Simmons. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball is called on the floor.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Kennard with the ball. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.